What's the series anyway? No, I mean with the series. Right. Probably. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. I go ahead, get me out of here. I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like a passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation.
Damn, suck for you.
I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'm gonna need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't.
I mean, you the boss anyway. You can really do direction.
Today, from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. Taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the New Orleans Saints. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back who likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
On play action, it's Murray. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Here's Murray. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. On after the sack, he's still down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
No, Kyler.
This is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap is they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then they...
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 10 more there and another first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
What the hell?
Intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Here come the Saints for their opening drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives you give yourself your best chance.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good old scheme going.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On second down, it's Pollard. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Out of the gun now on third down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Tackled back at the 30-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a second down coming up. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 10.
Now they'll throw here. Out of the gun. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
6-yard line.
Back to throw. But that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Let's go. I got this. I got this.
Now here's Pollard.
Oh, baby.
He is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tony Pollard, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Able to punch it in on 3rd down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, my goodness.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
What the hell? Who's taking the string? What the hell? Oh, here we go. Clicking on the old stream and shit.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
31. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
4. This is complete to Michael Thomas. Take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Wants to try to end the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The football going back over to Arizona now. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll set up a throw. He's taken down here by the Saints. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up the first down.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Nice pass.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays, as we just saw there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
DeAndre better win his one-on-one.
Back to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
Let's go,
Take this one in for the
Sanders.
Arizona touchdown.
The first touchdown.
Christian Kirk, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive.
Tatum.
And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown.
Kobe Bean.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Now we'll see what Michael Thomas and the rest of the offense has in store here. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number. Catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Get it!
This is recovered by the Cardinals.
Wait, what?
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
They're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Lutz's kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead.
Saints 17. Cardinals 14.
So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Oh, my goodness. I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the fair catch at the 2-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And they work this out past the 25. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat, and it's the Bills who have the lead in that one. A touchdown run there for Sony Michel. Next, we head north to Philly to check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. Sterling Shepard, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Dalvin Cook has scored a touchdown there. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will make it into the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
Oh, get it! Y'all niggas is stupid. Y'all niggas is stupid. The ball is right there. Pick it up.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
This is stupid.
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game.
Surrounded by all these Cardinals players,
training
nobody
camp.
could
Knock
pick
the
it
ball
up.
free, take it away from the other team, and now...
Oh my God, yo. Ain't no way gonna be. Michael Thomas ain't fumbling again. That's not happening again. That was our opportunity. The fuck are you doing, dummy? Scoop the ball up. What are you doing? And what is this? This dude, I don't know what he doing. Like, he diving on a player trying to hurt Michael Thomas. He just dove on Michael Thomas. Trying to hurt him and shit. And this nigga can't even ball. Then he tripped over his own fucking feet. Like he had the ball and shit.
You have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
On
third down, he'll drop to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Pollard.
Oh my God.
Smith on the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tony Pollard with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints add on to their lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Lutz good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
And trotting back out there now, this Saints defense. And we watch now how effective they've been, how disruptive they've been in the backfield.
And what's been so difficult for the offense is that you know that they spent all week rehearsing these things, working on blitz pickups, protections, knowing where the pressure is likely to come from. They've read the scouting reports, they've watched the tape. But sometimes, under pressure, that coordination breaks down, and I think that's what we're seeing here.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And past the 35, will be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That is caught at the 7. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. And they just powered it in right there, Charles. 3 tight ends out on the field. The fullbacks for the defense, they knew what was coming.
They knew, but they weren't able to stop him. They knew they had to meet him with a little bit of force. But on that play, the big guys up front won the day.
It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every...
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Kind of false start.
The man is Smith. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 43.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
21.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
What the hell?
And point down, but not before they're inside the 25.
drive.
They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
It's caught on the right side at Smith. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
The Saints on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 8. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Let's go.
And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, that's from 34. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. That pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
10 yards to go.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They'll look to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
But it's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And able to find Kirk complete.
The pass.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice Nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
They come up on a first and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They'll try to run this one in. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from taking the lead. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Their own 24-yard.
It's down on the scoreboard. 1:11 to go. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down. Back to throw. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
The pass.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. He's back to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. Pressure there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
They'll take over first.
Got the game with an interception, man.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for the Cards, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for the Saints, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
That's funny. Of course, college. Yeah, Thursday. Yeah, man. The Steelers getting knocked the fuck out. Michael Thomas down in the second half. 0 catches, 0 yards. After having 5 catches for 125 in the first half.
Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Just stay turned like I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to drink it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought, yeah. I buy like, won't fall again and I put that on me, yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve, yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that drip. Champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazing. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent a check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought, yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me, yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve, yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip, yeah, yeah. Champion, yeah, we here.
gonna call out. Oh, he's back. Woo! I told you it's a little strange, whatever it was. Oh, thank you, Lord. Sanders? Said it's strange. He got 91 speed? Like he's right out of the water. No, he did have a tough run though. So I don't know. He didn't make sure. So he got tackled at the one. You gotta watch that shit. Oh, you did watch it. Well, you was into your player. You wasn't really into it. I watched the player. Tyler versus Jalen Hurts. Let him marinate, dog. Let that man, let him get happy, let him I'm going for another at all. Why they showing Jalen Hurts pictures because he wants to see more? Yeah, I'm about to play this game right now. I'm waiting for this. I got 50 things down.